Hello, future tubers. It's the year 2201, and you are on the moon, one of the final surviving humans that aren't mutants. And, you know, there's only 213 of you left, so it's a good thing you're watching this video. We also have a colony on Leda, so we've expanded, fast expand, and there's not very many people here yet, but, you know, they're reproducing, doing their thing. It's for the sake of humanity, baby. Can you lose control of a base? Oh, fella, that would be a spoiler if I told you what mutants can do. Anyway, yeah, we built our first base, our first expansion base. We can't build stuff here, or at the moment, resources, but eventually, you know, we'll get some uranium, and then we'll be able to build space lasers. So yes, I can't tell you. It could be, I could just be teasing you that there's absolutely nothing and the game is over right now. You never know. So let's see. We are able to research 2 more moons. We're in the process of looking at Rhea. And we have back in our home base where is it? A new ship. We built our first Carrack. Took a little bit of time, but we did build it. It needs a lot of crew. But I'm not that good. Well, thanks for that, Tim. Thanks. Unfortunately, this does use a lot of crew. So, this is one of the main reasons you need to build some of those nodules here. You gotta expand our population because, well, these ships use a lot of people, right? And then, we're gonna send... I could build a Mark X, a Mark 10 generator, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to send the best I've got in storage for now. And then a couple fighters. And we're going to replace the fighters right away. But I want to launch this to get this over to... I want to get this over to the new Leda base as quick as I can. I don't want to wait around for another couple weeks because, hey, the Martians could attack. And I want to be able to start mining uranium. So get this going as quick as we can. This ship is not specifically... Oh, you need a name, right. So we're going to need some names for our Carracks. These will be our trade ships, basically, just like, you know, a real Carrack. And, what's a good name? We're probably going to want a few of them, maybe one per base even, we'll see. Depends on resources and stuff. What kind of name would we make for a space Carrack? Of course, now I'm coming up blank. Coming up with names is hard. Call it the, we could go with the old, just call it, name it after swords. You know, that's a cool thing. We call it the, it doesn't really shoot though. You know, it's not like we're making a battleship. It's more just a trade ship. Could name, what kind of, what style could we name all of the trade ships after? You know, we used to name them after, barmaids and stuff like that. That was pretty good. Need something easy to name them after. Without wasting a ton of time here on episode. After bots? I'm coming up blank. I'm gonna take one suggestion from chat because I got nothing. We'll call him Duke Leto. We are going to Leto, so that makes sense to me. And it also keeps the name tied a little bit to the planet or the base we're sending it to, which does help. Or Leda. Same thing. Close enough. 41 days. Alright. As good as it's going to get. So I am kind of curious how quickly these people reproduce. Let's give it a day. Finish researching. I want to see how many people there are here, though. Cool. It might just be 1 new person per day. You know how these old games work, right? 1 person per day. So, we could also colonize Rhea. Thorinum, I believe, earlier on, suggested sending a probe to Rhea, one of Saturn's moons earlier. Looks like this would have been a good place. Well, an okay place. It only has platinum, no other specifically valuable resources. But it's human. That's something. Check out Titan. This is the one I thought would be good. This was my bet. Oh yeah, before I forget, let's queue up those fighters, because we have no fighters defending our base right now. Found an asteroid. We have researched the moon Titan. I'm sure it's going to be the best moon. Well, the good news is it is habitable. The other news is it's nitroid. So the atmosphere is apparently nitrogen on Titan, which means a different type of mutant. We've seen hydrogoids. Now there's nitroids. On the plus side, silver, platinum, and uranium is really good combination. I need uranium, and I don't think we've got anywhere else that makes silver yet. So, Leda gets us some uranium and copper. And Callisto could get us silver and platinum. Copper, like, this is pretty good, but no uranium. What else did we see? Rhea is probably not a very high priority there. And Titan, though, it's, other than the fact that it's, you know, mutation, that's a pretty good combination. Maybe we'll go to Titan next. You guys want to see some mutants, right? Maybe. We'll finish the, well, it's going to be a while before we can afford 1100 titanium anyway. Okay. Nothing else to research, right? Not yet. Got one fighter. Definitely going to want to build a couple fighters. Maybe even a couple extra this time around. When will we get to Uranus? Well, we'll start sending out some more probes once I've built up my basic home base again. Because we're not going to have enough resources to build another colony ship for a while. Oh, I guess I forgot also. On the list of potentially habitable places, surprisingly, we could go to Saturn. But Saturn had basically no resources, so no hydrogoids from there for now. Okay. Grabby is back on the moon. Every time I see that name, I think it's some sort of old man pervert or something. Old man Grabby there, coming back with all his minerals he pinched off of the asteroid belt. The Grazer. He's the Gazer. Gonna get arrested by the Martian police. Robbers? Oh, yeah, I mean, that could be his spirit ship. Grabby the Geezer Gazer. If only I could put more letters into the name. No! How did they get there so fast? Stupid Martians. They said freaking 8. No, my colony. My colony. They killed 13 people and broke my generator. That was really fast. Well, the good news is they didn't kill everybody. The bad news is... Oh, wait. Oh, I went back. That was correct. They didn't kill everybody. But they destroyed my generator. So we're on battery backup. And they cut our population in half. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's why you should always... If I had just loaded up Gonzales, if I figured out how to do that, we would have had a couple fighters there. We would have been theoretically okay. How's that Duke doing? 32 days. Ugh. They shouldn't... If they had left... Like, we sent the Duke the day that we founded that colony. If they knew about it at the same time, They should not have been able to get there in half the time that we take to get there. Friggin' cheaters. Cheaters! Well, that's a bit of a setback. I'll just take it. Finally get my colony built. Martians show up. How much have we got back on home base? We got 2 fighters. That's not gonna be enough. Let's get up to like 4 fighters, and then we'll probably go for probes again. No need for a nodule until we have a lot more people. Harvester's back at the moon. Not researching? What am I looking for here? Ah, boy, those Martians really threw me off. Bad, bad Martians. The song reminds you of Nier? Yeah, it's got a bit of that, for sure. What's this? This one might be from Xenogears, I forget. Or maybe one of the Fantasy Stars, even. But then you'd probably know what it is, if that was it. Alright. Fighters being built up, super speed. Let's get a 4th. Okay, seems like every day is +1 population, so at the very least, we'll still get to 50. Well, it might not be exactly 1 per day, but if you do need, like, what I'm thinking here is basically, if you still need 50 people to do the mining anyway, then there was no way that we were going to be able to do the mining until the energy got there. And I think it's still pretty likely that by the time Duke gets there, this is what's going to give us the power. That's still going to be pretty close to when we have 50 population anyway. Or at least, like, we're not really losing very many days to that attack, as long as they don't attack us again. If they attack us again, then we're getting slowed down a bit. The reason we already got slowed down was my own fault for not sending the generators earlier. Alright. Back to asteroids. I am building something, right? 1 second, I gotta skip this song. It's Wild Arms, which is nice, but it's got too much lyrics in it. No, we're not building anything. Okay. We've got 4 fighters in reserve. Do we go back to probes, or is there something else we should build? We could build a Mark 10 generator for the next colony, but that's a ways away. We don't need the nodule. I think it's time for more probes. We're pretty far ways away. Yeah, we need 1100 titanium to build another colonizer anyway. And we're hoping to just get those orbital lasers as quickly as we can. More probing, yeah. Back to the probes. We need like 10 or so more. Might be the right time to send out the last wave of probes. Grabby and probe. Good old man Grabby. Grabbing some asteroids. Grabbing some roids. Alright. So Uranus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So will there be 6 total Uranus probes? Boy, Robert is missing out. I thought he would be here for sure. I think it's just everyone got scared off because we're not playing Xenonauts. So, oh, I don't know, this weird old game. Let's not... Something like that. Alright. Off to Uranus. There's so many jokes we could be making right now. This is literally the one. I know, Tim. I know you're here. I know there's some of you guys here. I'm not ungrateful for the viewers that are here. I'm just saying. I changed games, so, you know, everyone that was excited about Xenonauts 24/7, bam, they're gone. Alright. 183 days. This is why we didn't want to rush this. Like, sure, we could have sent them earlier, but building bases out here, they're so far away. Transporting resources back and forth is not even very good right now. Like, that's going to take half a friggin' year. It's going to take a real long time to probe Uranus. That's it. We're done. That's the last one. I only had, it had to be a good one, right? I had to build up to one good joke. And then that's it, no more. Alright, let's just focus on the job at hand. We've got minerals to get. We've got grabbing asteroids to grab. There are moons to be probed. We will get research soon enough because we're getting to Saturn's move. A comprehensive probe. That's pretty good too. So I built U1 and U2, or did I? Wait, hold on. I only built U1. This is U2. I did that on purpose as well. I couldn't help it. There you go. And get going, flying. You're going to Miranda. Serve your Miranda rights to the first probe that is heading to Uranus. Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can't divert from Uranus. Once you've started, it must continue. Oops. Harvesting is harvesting. The grabber is really good at finding asteroids to grab. That one doesn't have a lot of platinum, though, or copper, or titanium. Not good enough. Alright, build all the probes. How many probes did I say we needed? Like 6 or 7 for that planet? I guess we can check pretty easy every time I launch them. We did Miranda, now we go to Ariel. Now we really are under the sea. Thanks, T-Dogs. You know. Alright, Duke Leto made it to Leda. It's not confusing at all. Finally. Luckily, we didn't get attacked by dirty Martians during that transit, other than the one time. But at least we can now go to our Carrack, unload some stuff, exit, and oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I don't know if it's worth it. You could dismantle the ship and you would get the resources in a place you didn't need the resources. But the crew would join the space station. You could... Oh, that would be how you do it, man. I see some strats. Some higher level strats. You gotta build one of these first. Then you build the transport, the colony ship. Send it with all the goods it needs. And then just disassemble it on site. Now you've got enough crew to go mining immediately. But it's a lot of titanium, and we don't have the spare titanium for that just at this second. But that's... Did I just launch it back into space? What am I doing here? Get back down on the... Get down on that moon. I keep... Right-clicking takes us back to our main base. Left-clicking keeps us here. Alright. So much power. Can we mine? We need 50 personnel. We're at 39, so we could wait a few days. But yeah, if you were at... I think you started at, what, 15 or something? So you could just unload that. You could just disassemble one of the bigger... We could... I'm not going to get rid of this Wave Rider. This is cheaper. But you could add 10 crew right now. And that would get us basically to mining. But the whole point of having the Wave Rider here is that I can transport uranium back for lasers quicker. Rather than waiting... Well... Do we start mining like 10 days earlier by disassembling the Wave Rider? And then just send... Just fill up the Carrack. I just really want those... I want to get, like, satellite lasers ASAP. And it is, just to double check... It's 10 uranium that I'm missing only. 10 uranium. We can put 50 in the Wave Rider, but even like 20 or 30 would be pretty good. Just disassemble the Wave Rider, build one here, send it over, send a new one. That would still be probably faster. Yeah. Oh, that's not the one. I clicked the wrong thing. This will still get us probably uranium back quicker if we build a new one. And that will get us starting to mine earlier, so we get more uranium in earlier. Alright, I'm down with that. Some neat little strats here. And I'm assuming this even works. Maybe it doesn't work. I went to the wrong base again. It totally works! Totally works. Awesome. What an advanced game! Technically, we got the resources from it, but we didn't really need any of that, so... Because they can't build anything here. But it is pretty cheap. 10 nitrogen. I might send that back, actually. The main base needs nitrogen for stuff. But this thing holds a ton. Like, no big deal. It holds 1,000, so... The first trip back is not going to be 1,000. It's just going to be, like, a bit of uranium or something. Alright, that was pretty cool. We've got some defenses. The main base can build a new Wave Rider. And then back to probes. Yeah, cool. Good stuff. It's not like we've beat the game yet, but that seemed pretty good. Mineable asteroid and a Wave Rider. Of course it's grabby. It's always grabby. 20 uranium for 2 lasers, yeah. Now I don't want to, I mean, the problem is we need more than 1 laser per base. It's more like 1 laser per wave of Martians attacking. Maybe even 2 per wave, we'll see. Grabby is good at his job. Okay. We built the Wave Rider. Let's get some crew on it. The Gonzales too. As far as I know, grazers are asteroids only. I guess you could probably send 4 crew and disassemble it and get 4 civilians off of it. But, that's probably not that valuable. We could send a couple more fighters. You know what? Let's do that too. Oh, they're heavy. You can only send like 1 extra. Whatever, you're traveling that way, you might as well bring 1. Can't carry any of the big old generators anyway. Sure. Now that I know how that works. It's 19 days. They're so fast. I like it. There is also some space stuff. So, transit times are dependent on the time or the location of planets in the solar system. So we're traveling back and forth to Jupiter, the green one. So depending on the location of Jupiter around the sun and the location of Earth, like right now, the transit time is actually less because we're both on the same section of the solar system. It could take longer at other times of the year. Hey there, Robert. You missed out on the best joke of this entire channel. You'll have to ask Chad about it. I can't say it more than once. It was a one-time deal. I want to get those probes finished now. And we should be getting some more research for the last few moons here fairly soon. Yeah, basically now, actually. Good guess. You just got off work? Oh, well, you're going to have to watch the VOD or the full episodes when we get there. Alright. We're doing totally fine. Don't kill me, Martians. You friggin' jerks. There's so many of them. Alright. Amazing space combat, go! Got one. Only 20 to kill. Oh, this one's all zippity-doo-dah. Sir! I can't get a lock on him, he's too fast! Fire, rapid fire lasers! Oh! Come on. Come on, guys. Don't die on me now. Got him. We still got a fair number to go. The best space combat you ever saw? Alright. Still no losses. But there's still 4 of these to go. I think. That's right. Fly right into me. I love it. Half the battle here is just clicking the launch fighter button fast. And then, of course, flying around, doing barrel rolls. You know, we played enough Xenonauts, we know how to do barrel rolls for the Interceptor game. Sorry if that gives anyone motion sickness. Trust me, this is the best space combat simulator you ever saw. Alright, one more if I can click the button in time. Nope. Well, darn. This is why we need some lasers. It's No Man's Sky. Well, we shot down as many as I could shoot down in time, and they destroyed some aluminium and killed 12 red-blooded humans. Dirty mutant Martians killing us, putting my population down a little. I've got to get those uranium weapons, those uranium satellites. Hey there, King Sarius and Blood Angel. Everyone shows up later on. Interesting. Alright, what's next? We are producing probes. Got to finish our probes. We've still got lots of moons and, you know, planets to probe. Yeah, the polygons are the best. We've got... Oh, I forgot. All this hard work, I forgot to turn the mine on right after we got to 50 pop. I did that cool trick to save some time and start manufacturing. And I forgot to click the switch. Whoops. We'll just have to do better for the next one. But now, every 11 or 12 days, we can start building some satellites. Maybe before the next attack, if we're lucky. We've made it to Hyperion. So, let's go back to researching moons. Got a few more Saturn moons. What was that? Oh, just the gatherer, the grabbers getting to the asteroid belt. No big deal. And finding minerals, finding asteroids. This is not a very good asteroid. Not a lot of copper or platinum, so skip. Built our probe. I'm pretty sure we need at least one more. And we're up to 10 probes, and the last one went to Phoebe. This might be the last. No. We're up to 3 probes, and the last one went to Ariel. Got confused. This is Uranus 4. Fat thumb. Launch. Plot your course. We've got Uranus, Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, and then 2 more after this. 189 days. Ouch. Let's look at Hyperion. Okay, it is technically colonizable, but another mutant variety. Sulfuroids. Sulfur atmosphere. We can get methane, sulfur, aluminium, uranium, or aluminium, copper, and uranium. So we've got sulfuroids, theoretically. We've got hydrogoids, theoretically. And we've got... where's the other one? Nitroids. That's 3 different mutant species. I don't know about that. Anyway, once we've got enough resources to build another colony ship, which is going to take a while, then I'll start talking about, which one I want to go with. Interestingly enough, we've got so much sulfur, must be from all those asteroids. The asteroids must just be keeping us stocked on methane and sulfur, really, really quite effectively. Platinum. I'm happy with all this mining. Are mutant species bad? Well, remember, the only thing we know so far is that the Mars colony, which is built before the Moon colony, the Mars colony got mutants. They're no longer humans. The Martians are some sort of mutant hybrid. And as soon as the Earth got smoked by the asteroid, they declared war on the humans on the Moon. There was only 100 humans. So Martian mutants, whatever type of mutants they are, went crazy and attacked us. So I'm hoping maybe, Saturn mutants aren't so bad. But we'll see. It is a bit curious that you get methane from an asteroid. Methane is usually a sign of biological process for sure. Definitely curious. Alright, continue. Iapetus. Who named these moons? Who named these? Iapetus. Yeah, it's probably more like Iapetus or something, I don't know. Friggin' Greeks. Alright. Next moon. Found another asteroid, sure. Copper and platinum. Fine. I guess it's good enough. Another probe. I think we need one more after this to finish Uranus. But we might just finish building all the probes at this point, because soon enough we'll be building lasers. Oops, don't stop. Probe. What are we up to? U5. And I should probably consider sending back some uranium soon enough. But the last probe went to Umbriel. This probe will go to Titania. And then we have one more moon of Uranus. And what was I just saying? I should probably look at my colony. How's Leda doing? Looks all green. We still have some fighters. I pressed the wrong button again. We have 8 uranium. That's not enough to send. We need at least 10 to get our first satellite. We might want to wait till we have 20 anyway. Would it be quicker to drop off at Leda and send it on the Carrack? No. I don't think so. The distance between Earth and the asteroid belt should be less than the asteroid belt in Jupiter. I'm not 100% sure, but I am pretty confident the local section of basically the distance between each planet increases substantially as you travel away from the sun. You know, Venus and Earth are similar distance between Earth and Mars, but after that it's a much wider gap between Mars and Jupiter, Jupiter and Saturn, so on and so forth. Also, it would depend on the it would depend a lot on the rotation of the planets. So, you know, the sun in the middle. Right now, Jupiter is on this side. So going from the asteroid belt, I don't even know what part of the asteroid belt we go to, technically. That's part of the problem. If the asteroid belt was near Jupiter, maybe. But I'm not sure that's true. And even still, if Earth, like right now, if, for instance, they were mining over here, or let's just say Earth was over here, it might be cheaper. If that would be optimal, was right. Like if you were mining this part of the asteroid belt, Jupiter was on that side of the sun at that point. Then dropping them off at Jupiter would be great, rather than traveling across the entire solar system to get to Earth. That's the kind of micromanagement I don't think it's going to be worth it to really worry about, though. And I don't think the game totally calculates like travel that in depth anyway. It does seem like the 22 days is always the same from the moon, which is, it's probably more like we just know there's asteroids and it just always goes to the nearest asteroid to the Earth. Like maybe the logic is wherever the Earth is in its yearly cycle, it just goes to the nearest asteroid always and comes back. And they don't really go into any more detail than that. The other planets though do change based on, the cycle, the rotation, whatever. Anyway, let's do some science. Okay, I sent everything. Let's keep going. We found an asteroid, and we researched Iapetus. This looks like a good asteroid to me, or at least good enough. Bring them on home. And then research. Boo! Iapetus was garbage. Just a tiny little rock. Well, we got one more moon of Saturn. And it's called Phoebe. We're up to U6. And the last one went to Titania. This one will travel to Oberon, the last moon of Uranus. So, what do we do next? Do we continue to build drones for the even further out there? Because now we're down to Neptune and Pluto. There's only 5 more potential habitable places, assuming Mercury's off limits, which I think we can say it's off limits. So we could build 5 more probes. Probably should, because it's going to take forever to get out there. Unless there's something we need to do back at Earth. Like, we don't need another nodule. We don't technically need any fighters right now. We don't have the resources to build another colony ship. Seems like the best use of our time is going to still be building probes for now. It's only going to take like another month and we'll have all the probes done. And after that, maybe we'll be getting close to starting to get some uranium. We could technically build one right now if we sent the stuff back. But the Gonzales 2 will be, it'll be at the colony soon enough. And then we can transport back much faster. Warframe flashbacks. Yeah, the moons of the solar system make pretty good names for sci-fi stuff, It's pretty awesome. Alright, let's look at Phoebe. It's a good place. At least it's not a bad place. Habitable, humans, nothing... I mean, it's got titanium, and I am kind of low on titanium, oddly enough. But to colonize it costs like another 1,100 titanium. So it really would depend on how quickly it gave you 1,100 titanium. Like the, how quickly it pays for itself. But there's nothing much else there that's super exciting. I forgot to queue up another probe. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. 5 more probes. I forgot to do that. Gonzales made it to Leda. Alright, so as soon as we're ready, we can start transporting uranium back. I think 20 at least. That would get me 2. How long? It was taking like 20 days per round trip, right? Maybe we go with 20, build 2, send 1 back. By the time we get back, it'll be closer to 50. It can carry 50 more, do another trip. Eventually, the Carrack that's here could bring anything I want. Like, we probably won't want to use the smaller transport forever, but for now it's fast, and that's the best way to get the uranium going. And then we can use the bigger ship, which is... Oh, yeah. The Duke is just in... Oh, it's based. I'm looking at the main place. We could use the Duke Leto whenever we want to move some stuff around. Like, a large quantity of stuff. Or we'll send the Duke back to Earth when we build our second colony ship, so that we can transport a generator immediately to whatever the second base is. With anything that we want to bring back, like... Copper's good. I don't know if anything else is super valuable here. The main reason we colonized was uranium, so... Anything else we're short on at the home base, you know, we'll bring that back on the Carrack whenever we need it. Alright, so a couple more days for that. Gonzales does need to land then. And... just got a couple more probes to build. Well, 5 more probes, to be fair. So, this guy's going to Neptune. First probe to Neptune. What is this? Luke, this is, well, it says on the top left. It's an old Atari game. Go to Neptune. 300 days. Ay, ay, ay. Game's going to be over by then. No, it's not going to be over. It's going to take a couple years. Or a few years, even. Old Mr. Grabby's back at home. And... Harvester is still looking for an asteroid. I gotcha. Old Mr. Grabby, give me your goods. Get back up into space. Get me more asteroids. He is the best asteroid grabber we've ever seen. How many moons were there in Neptune? More than 1, but... Anyway, this is N2. I think it was like 2 moons for Neptune, 1 moon for Pluto, the way they did this. This is back in the day when Pluto was a planet, by the way, so please, you know, respect Pluto's planet status. They didn't demote it yet. Pluto and Charon. Pluto's technically the planet, Charon's the moon. Hold on. I got confused. Right. N2. Neptune number 2. Triton and Nereid. The 31-year-old sequel to Xenonauts. That's right. After Xenonauts, we went to the moon. That's the story. Moon orbit. Good. Resources. Drop them down. Unload them. Definitely getting a ton of sulfur from all this. If we ever need it. SCV, travel back to the asteroid belt. At some point, I might stop doing all these, but for now, we still need tons of copper and platinum, so... Probe complete. And we don't have too many more probes to go, so... If you're tired of the probe game, we'll be moving on from that soon enough. All research will be done. Off to Nereid. Or however you say these words. The aliens are dead. We're just fighting mutant humans now. No! That's okay. We've got defenses. Quick! Get me to Leda. I gotta shoot him down. I didn't even get here very quickly. They're already halfway to the place. Well, we'll shoot as many as we can. We gotta get those satellites up. But time is not on our side. The Martian waves get bigger and bigger, and it's pretty annoying. I think they cap out around 10, though. There's no way we're shooting them all down, but the more we take down, the less damage they do, at least, so... They're gonna steal my uranium, you watch. They're gonna steal my friggin' uranium. Got another one, at least. This might be the last one. But I will try to click it again in a split second. Nope. This is terrible. We're never gonna get our satellites. And someone said the combat was too easy. That's the worst. No uranium, and I can't mine uranium, and we lost 26 people. And they stole all my uranium. I can't even... I should have sent it. I was going to send it at 20. And then I was just, you know, building probes. We probably at like 25 or 28 or something. Oh, man. I had my chance. And I lost it. And it's going to take so long. Oh, no. The Wave Rider can only hold 50 tons. It's faster to build one and send it than send this one back. That'll get me a Mark IV at max. I forgot to give them the extra fighter too, but... Oh, that is nuts. What bad luck. That's crazy bad luck. I'm sure the aliens attack you randomly. Either your moon base or one of these other small bases. There's no... I don't think they're smart enough to know that this is my uranium base. Wow. Still have the population to mine, but not the power. Alright, probes are on hold. We're gonna build another Wave Rider. At least they build quick. And I think we've got a Mark IV in storage. Yeah, we've got a Mark IV back here. We can send that right away. Gross. What a setback, man. I just want my satellite lasers. What am I doing here? Alright, don't let it get to you, Blue. Don't let it get to you. This is, we're not dead. You know, we're nowhere near dead. We're just delayed. More than anything, we're just delayed. These Martians, we're gonna kick them. We're gonna wipe these guys out one of these days. And it's just gonna feel all the better when we eventually crush them under our nukes, if we get nukes. I sure hope we nuke them. Optimally, we will nuke Mars until it's dust. Even dustier. If it was programmed to take your uranium, that would be the worst, yeah. If they do that again, right when I finally get this rebuilt, that'll be insane. Oh, one thing I will do, I guess, I'm gonna send the Leda Wave Runner back, because there's nothing it's gonna do. We're sending another generator on a new Wave Rider. There's no real reason to have two of them here, so this one might as well come back to the moon, and we'll bring what uranium we could get, I guess. If I just sent it a little earlier, you know. The copper has some value. We'll send that, and 13 something. You know, nitrogen is kind of hard to get, sure. And there's not much else with much value. Couple pieces of titanium. All right. Gonzales 2, back to moon. Titanium's... We need a lot of titanium, though. 50 is just not much out of the 1100. Hey there, T-Dogs. Welcome back. Alright, we got our Wave Rider. Let's, at this point, they're just all going to be Gonzales. Because they just go fast, you know. It's number 3. And, let's get it... The Mark IV reactor. At least it can carry a Mark IV. And we gotta get that mine. Oh, we gotta get some crew, yeah. We gotta get that mine up and running. It is very important that we get that mine going. We need the uranium. Back to Leda. Okay, so. Another generator on the way. And back to building probes until we finish building enough probes. We're almost done probes. We're still a fair ways off of building another colony ship. Everything's going great except for our ability to defend ourselves with lasers. That's the only problem. Laser tech is just so hard to get in this game. Just like Xenonauts. And it will be the best tech. Alright, the Grabby, you know, doing what he do. Built another probe. I think we already sent the 3 Neptune probes. Now we need 2 for Pluto. So we just need a couple more probes and then we're done. We'll send one to Mercury as well, of course. This is P1. Off to Pluto. Actually, maybe we can send one to... it'll take over a year. Yeah, well, Pluto's a long way away. That is true. I don't think we'll be building a base on Pluto. I'm just telling you now. Grabby, of course, grab something right away. I'll try probing the asteroids once we're done here, too, just to see if that's worth researching. I think I've tried that before and it didn't do anything, but... you know, we'll test it out on camera. Alright, Charon, also probably a cursed planet, or moon, or dwarf planet, whatever. Grabby, he's the best. He's so fast. Old man Grabby always finds the best asteroids. Alright, Gonzales. Okay, that means we're almost done. Number 2 is back to the moon, and number 3 will be back on Leda soon, because they're so fast. Peon is back in the asteroids, and we built another probe. So let's land Gonzales number 2. He brought back a little bit of resources. Let's build one more probe. Let's send the current probe to Mercury. There's really only one place at Mercury to go. And the Wave Rider we sent back, the Gonzales 2, you know, brought a few resources back with him. Nothing crazy. Stupid uranium. But hey, he's helping. Next up... Don't scrap. I don't want to scrap him. Let's get that probe going to Mercury. And I will send one more to the asteroids, just in case. I don't think it will work, but, you know. That'll be our final probe. Other than, you know, checking with Mars and stuff later on. For now, Mars just shoots them down. We could try the moons of Mars, but I'm pretty sure I know what happens with that, too. You'll probably find hell. Straight out of Doom Eternal. Okay, not much else we can do there. Ah, it's the moon! Shoot him down! No, what am I doing? Shoot! I don't like how there's like a timer on clicking the buttons. I think time freezes for the space combat part, but when you're in your base trying to click buttons, you have limited time to click this button over and over again. And that part, you probably could slow the emulator down so the game played slower, because it's all down to your mouse reaction speed. Whether or not you can click that button 10 times before they get to you. Alright, we still haven't actually lost a fighter yet. So that part is good. The best space combat you ever did see. I don't think we're going to get the last ship, but this might be the second last ship? I don't know. Uh-oh. This one might just kill me if I'm not careful. This is the new Squadron 42. Star Citizen, eat your heart out. Come on, one more click. Nope. These guys are the friggin' worst. 22 casualties, stole my aluminium, and broke my friggin' Mark 10 generator. So bad. Well, at least I had in my bunker not the worst thing for backup, the Mark 8. Can't destroy things that are in the bunker. So at the very least, we're not really down anything. I just have to rebuild a Mark 10, that's all. The sooner we get the orbital lasers, the sooner this will stop happening. That's too bad. I don't know why they keep going for the aluminium. I have a good amount of aluminium. I guess... Is that stopping me from building something? I do need a lot. Yeah. Yeah, so much for building a colony ship anytime soon. Friggin' punks. Carrick uses a fair amount. Well, it's not making my job any easier. Alright. Resources can be turned on. We'll finish building our last probe, and then I'll build another Mark 10, I guess. Man. Alright, the last probe. On the plus side, I didn't really have much else to do with my manufacturing for a little while. So it's not costing me too much. We'll do a little scan of the asteroids. I think I forgot to land this guy a while ago. He's just been sitting around in orbit. Not too surprising. Aluminum is how I normally say it, but it's supposed to be aluminium. I'm bouncing back and forth between the two. North America, Canada says it aluminum most of the time too, unless you're a scientist, in which case you probably say aluminium. I used to low-key make fun of one of my friends in high school who oh, you're killing me, Gabe. You're killing me. I can't even build it. I can't even replace the Mark 10. I forgot that it was aluminum. The other ones weren't, were they? Aluminum, silica. I guess it's always been aluminum. I guess it makes sense for solar generators or something. How far away are we from 160? Oh, that's only like a few days away. That's fine. Just can't catch a break with these dudes. What do nodules take? We could build a nodule. We don't even need it right now, but hey, why not? 20 aluminium, sure. But I need that titanium too. Let's just wait a couple days, then we'll just build the Mark 10. You don't think the game is too chill? It's not bad. It's just the Martians are being jerks. Maybe we should be prioritizing asteroids with aluminum on it. Or we should just build a bunch more miners here to get us aluminum. Aluminigium? Aluminagum. Okay. I'm gonna give up. Alright, Gonzales, thank you. Get on this planet. Okay, this is good. We can turn back on the uranium mines. We really do need these uranium mines. Transported a replacement generator. I'm on the wrong base. Alright. Power it up. It's not a lot of power, but it's enough, I think. Okay. I need those lasers. I can't defend my bases anymore. We've got the Wave Rider ready to bring them back. As soon as we've got, like, 13. Because we've got 7 back at home, we need 10 per laser. Can I say herb? Sure. One more day for aluminum. Find an asteroid, sure. Look at all that aluminum. Well, let's upgrade our power because apparently I can't click on the console. Alright, this does take a long time to build and a lot of power, but we're good on power. Load the resources on the Carrack? That might work. You know, that's a clever strategy. We don't even need to use the Carrack. We could just use the Wave Rider is there anyway. Let's give it a couple days and I'll try. At the beginning of July. Okay, the M1 made it to Mercury. Well, I'm sure this is a great colonizer planet. Oops, that's fine. See, I don't know if it's possible that they can destroy your ships in your hangar. I kind of think I remember them doing that. That's what the bunker is for. So, having them on one of your ships isn't necessarily safe, but yeah, I mean, we can certainly try it. Alright, we're building the Mark 10. We're gonna save up a few more days worth of uranium, and then we're gonna build our first two lasers. The Carrack? This is Star Citizen, isn't it? We can research Mercury now. Everyone say hello to Mercury. It's gonna be the best hospitable planet we ever found. There we go. Might have enough uranium now. Oh, surprisingly, Mercury is unusable. Extremely high temperatures before ceasing its transmissions. Probably not the best place for colony. You know, surprising everyone. How are we doing in Leda? 3. I need like 4 more days. Come on. Grabby made it home. Good old man, Grabby. Oh, I've had a couple grabbers here I forgot about. I got sidetracked, you know. Those guys got an extended shore leave. Alright, get back up there. We definitely need a lot of asteroids the way this is going. In fact, you know when I said four miners was enough? I don't think 4 miners is actually enough for all the aluminum and titanium we need. I think it would have been better if we built 6 or 8 of these. I might build a couple more, we'll see. Yeah, hey there, Hullrocks. This is the game. Supremacy got me on the right track, but this was the one. This was actually the one. Okay, this should be enough uranium. I'll bring back some copper and some titanium. These guys can't carry a lot anyway, so. Alright, get me some lasers. It's not much. 2 is not enough. But we got to start somewhere. We got to protect ourselves. And then when we come back, actually, let's do the old switcheroo. We'll send the Gonzales 2 at the same time. This guy's just sitting around with nothing to do. There's nothing I really want him to bring. No. I just want him to launch. And he'll be ready to bring uranium back soon. Just in case they get attacked, you know. Less chance of them destroying 25 uranium. A ship called the Normandy? No. We have the Gonzales for our speedy ships and the Duke Leto for our Carrack. The Duke Leto. And then we've got a bunch of harvesters and a couple speedy ships for quick transport. And a bunch of probes. Okay. Are we doing... We're doing fine. So far. We need the Martians to leave us alone a little bit longer. Some titanium, some aluminium. Take it. Head on home. Roids was lost in the asteroids. I didn't think you could actually scan the asteroids, but hey, we tried. Roids is gone. SCV has returned. Reporting for duty. Give me your resources. We need them all. The crew of these, you know, miners, they really don't get a lot of breaks. You know, there's 4 crewmen on these little grazers. They just go back and forth with the asteroids. They never get a break. We'll have to genetically engineer our own Commander Shepard. We're struggling right now. There's only 182 people alive. Well, I guess there's a few more. We're currently at a little under 300 humans alive in the entire, you know, galaxy. Oh, I'm on the wrong base again. Really, the only resource I care about here is the uranium. How's our probes doing? The Uranus probes, or Uranus, they're still a few months off. The Neptune probes are probably a really long way off. Yeah. So, at some point, we're going to want to look up the next colony to build. You saw the Symphony of the Night? Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, it's okay, Ulrux. I know during the stream, some of the bosses in Symphony of the Night, people were telling me that there are tricks to them. But if you just do it without knowing the tricks, they're all... Well, some of them are particularly difficult. It's not the most balanced of games, let's say. Alright, well, no more research. We could try Phobos and Deimos, but we'll see how I feel here in a second. Alright, we've got a reactor built up. Back to the good reactor, the best reactor. Let's make sure we store in the bunker our backup, because clearly we need this. It's definitely a good idea to have a backup. I might want to build... You know, I'm going to preemptively build another Mark IV. Specifically because I know how much they weigh. It's because, like, if I need to wave rider a bunker, or a generator really quickly, that's the biggest one we can ship. The Mark IV. And having a backup seems like a good idea. How's the Gonzales doing? This guy's heading to Lita, so we should have 8 days for the other one as well. Oh, we're getting there. That uranium, it's almost home. The peon is back. Also, it's August 1st. Give me all resources. Back up. Back to the asteroids. Oh, geez, another hour-long episode for the future tubers. I want to see these orbital lasers before we end that episode, though. The soundtrack. Yeah, isn't this an amazing soundtrack? The game has, like, no audio other than annoying beeps and blips. But I know what you mean. Alright, built the solar generator. Let's throw it in the bunker. Not because it's the best, but because it's more of a backup for the other bases, the small bases. I don't really think the colonies need anything higher than a Mark IV. Because all they need up here... Well, it depends on if the... It does depend, now that I'm thinking about it, if orbital lasers use a lot of energy. I don't actually know. I guess we'll find out. The remake of FF7? No. Especially not when it's just, like, the introduction to FF7. Like, when I say no, I mean not in any time soon. I want the game to be finished, not just part one of however many, and then maybe one day we see the rest of it. I just don't want to get excited about a portion of the game, you know? They're selling it like it's the FF7 remake, but it's just the Midgard remake, and that doesn't... I don't care about that. If other people enjoy it, that's fine. It just doesn't sound like enough for me. Alright, the Gonzales, they made it. Get me that uranium. Alright, 20 uranium. Finally! Took like 2 or 3 more months than it should have. We're not even building anything anyway. Lasers! Give me lasers! I think I might... Nah, let's send it right now. I was thinking of waiting until it got to like 30 or 40, but no, let's just load this up, get going. There's too much risk that it gets destroyed. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, that's right. It's really easy to end up on the wrong base. If you right-click, you go back to your main base. If you left-click, you just end up here. It's very difficult like, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to it, that's all. Wrong button. There it is. Bring the uranium back. Bring the titanium. And I guess some copper. Might as well just fill them up. Now, we've got the big Duke Leto here, but the stuff that we care about is the uranium. So, that's all we really need. And let's transfer it. Gonzales 2. Back to the moon ASAP. And then on the moon, it's going to take a couple days to build them. Whew, okay. Just trying to concentrate. I've been having a really bad time with our defenses, so, like, I don't want to keep losing stuff like that. It's just annoying. Good thing I sent it off, right? Alright. Good timing on my saving of the resources. Because we're probably about to lose any uranium that was here. And our generator, again. Because we can't get that satellite in time. Unless I'm really fast shooting these down. These Martians, man, they're brutal. And, you're gonna have to excuse me, I can't really check chat at this exact second. You guys can talk about FF7 all you want, it's all good. All I needed was one laser here, and we would have been able to probably shoot them all down. And that would have bought me enough time to build more lasers. I can't shoot at long range, guys. It's too hard. I got him again. These guys are just brutal. Oh, come on. Turn! Turn, you dumb ship. Alright. We still haven't lost one of these. We just can't shoot them down quick enough. Are you kidding me? Every friggin' time. It's a good thing we built that extra solar gen, right? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous! What am I supposed to do here? Well, hey, you know, I was as prepared for it as I can possibly prepare. I wish I knew what else I could do to counter this stuff right now, but I've got no idea. Like, this is as good as I can think, is try to have a backup solar gen and bring it as soon as it gets destroyed. I got no bunker on those small bases. There's no way to shoot all the UFOs down with fighters, or the interceptors with fighters, so they're just gonna keep doing this until we get our better technology. And that's no more uranium for another month. At least we're we've got the population, but oh geez, I felt like I rushed really quick there to get that base going with the uranium and everything, but it was not fast enough. I am just getting trounced as far as the defense goes. The uranium, I did luckily send it on Gonzales 2, like the day before the attack. So they destroyed some water. I don't know why. At this point, the base didn't have anything worth stealing, so they destroyed some water for some reason. But yeah, I sent the uranium just the day before the attack. Just lucky, like no skill, just random luck. What is this game? Well, I've got the name of the game on the left. I've been talking about it as I've been playing it. Just have to listen and see. And you can always Google it if you want. I can't re-explain it for every single viewer that shows up, though. That would be insane. Okay, so Leta's on break. There's nothing else I can do with Leta. Getting more mining. Got another asteroid. This is all fine. It's great. This part of the game is working beautifully. Our ability to actually jump up to better defenses, though, that's a struggle. Hey, our first orbital laser. Okay, this is the beginning. You know, once we start getting some lasers, we're gonna need more than one. But once we start getting these going, I think we'll be able to defend our bases. But we're gonna need a lot more than just one or two. It's gonna take a while here. Also, I don't actually know how heavy they are. I'm assuming I can transport them on the... Maybe the bunker can tell me? They weigh 50 tons. Okay. So the Wave Rider can ship one of them. Just one at a time. Not ideal. But that's better than nothing. We've got so many resources. We could build the next colony ship after all this nonsense. How dare I even suggest that, though? Because we couldn't defend it. I'm probably going to send the Duke back. Yeah, I'm going to send the Duke back. It's not really going to do much on this base right now. And if I am building another colony ship, I can send them along with it to build something else somewhere else. Not enough aluminum. Dang it! That's true. I got ahead of myself. Well, the thing is, the aluminum income is pretty quick because we get the asteroid miners. Or at least it's quicker than some things. We don't really need most of this stuff, to be honest. Just bringing it back to bring it back. One less thing for the aliens to destroy. Plus, it takes quite a while to get back from Jupiter to the moon anyway. So maybe in 57 days we'll be able to bring a maybe we'll be able to build a colony ship by then. All right, all right. This is I should. You know what, future tubers, we're gonna end the episode here. This has been bad, so I'm gonna take a little break here. And the good news is we've got one orbital laser, and we're gonna send the next one to the other base, and we've got the resources to build two more on the way. The Gonzales on the way to the moon. In 21 days, we'll have enough to build, I believe, two more lasers. If we can just get uranium going ahead of the attacks. But the problem is we're down, like, no generator on... Like, we're not generating any uranium at all right now, again. So we're still struggling to even get our income, our production going on that, so... We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.